I then told them about other things they were surprised to hear that Africa had, like a government, businesses, hospitals, banks, vehicles. Hello everyone, good to see you again. Yeah, so if you're expecting this video to be an insightful political commentary, then you might be a bit disappointed. Nope, this video is not a commentary or analysis of the current political rhetoric. Neither is it a defense for Africa or on behalf of Africans. Nope, nope, nope. This video is going to be a passionate debunking of some of the most ridiculous stereotypes about Africa that I have ever heard on a regular basis. I mean, I've been confronted with some of the most silly ideas of what Africa is like. I'm not even talking about things like some people might have to say, like some mean things. I'm talking about things that people say or ask because they genuinely have no idea. They simply don't know. Some people hold the opinion that Africa is a shithole country. I'm not even going to go into that right now. I could chalk that up to braggadocio, rapper like talk, like I got more stuff than you kind of thing. However, I will be going off on some of these issues. Issues like, is Africa a country? Do you have schools in Africa? Have you ever killed a lion? I mean, these are questions that someone actually asked me. Like, some people really think Africa is all about safaris, half-naked people with spears, people living in like tree houses and Tarzan and so on. Man, I'm getting so heated. Okay. It's not like I blame people for not knowing the answer to these questions. See, I didn't even know Connecticut was a state in the US until I moved there. So, yeah. However, I do blame movies and shows, especially Hollywood, where every time they show Africa, it is either some safari or some sparsely clothed natives with bones piercing through their nose or something. So, you know what? This is going to be a debunking video. So let's just get into it. The way I'm going to conduct this video is like this. I will start with a little story of how I first came face to face with this information gap. Then I will go into a general overview of what Africa was like for me, especially as it relates to Nigeria, where I grew up. When I first moved to the United States, I lived in Springfield, Massachusetts. I started attending a high school not far from where I lived. And let me just say, there weren't a lot of Africans there. Aside me and my siblings, I knew of maybe 3 other Africans in the whole school. And they didn't grow up in Africa either. It was more like my dad moved from Africa when he was a child or something. So for a majority of the students there was a real spectacle, and they had a lot of questions and jokes. See, I didn't realize I had an accent. I know it sounds somehow, but I wasn't conscious of my own accent. I understood what they were saying, and as far as I was concerned, I was speaking like everybody else. It wasn't until some friends of mine tried to imitate the way I talk that I realized how different my accent must be for them. I mean, I could say something like this: "Hey guys, do you know if the presentation starts today?" But what they heard was, "Hey guys, do you know if the presentation starts today?" It was actually funny to me. I think I just hear them clearly because I grew up watching like American shows, Nickelodeon, Disney, and all those other childhood classics, which they were surprised to hear because they didn't think we had television in Africa. Okay. So my brain automatically translates everything I hear into my own accent, I guess, in real time. It's just normal for me. One day, I and some of my friends were at the school's cafeteria talking about nothing in particular. Then one of them finally asked me a question that was apparently on all their minds. He asked me how I understood English, which I thought was a reasonable question, to be fair. I mean, I am from a whole other continent. That makes sense. I will probably have the same question or the same reaction if an American was in Nigeria speaking my native dialect with some above average fluency. So yeah, I told them Nigeria, where I grew up, was colonized by Britain, and this is pretty much a summary of how that conversation went. Nigeria? Is that like a city or a state in Africa? What do you mean? Nigeria is a country in Africa. Africa is a continent, like Asia. Well, I didn't know that it's a continent. Oh, this is a country. Wow. Yeah, Africa is a continent, and Nigeria is a country in Africa. So yeah, Nigeria was colonized by Britain, so English is kind of like the official language there. Like at schools and in banks or something, people just generally speak English. And let me tell you guys, they were so surprised that Nigeria had schools, not to mention banks. Yeah, man, we have schools. How did you think I got to this class? Of course we have schools. Wow. So everyone just speaks English? Nah, Nigeria has a lot of different languages, but English is just a general umbrella for daily use with other people who don't speak your language. I didn't mention pidgin language because that would lead to a whole other set of questions that I was not even ready for at the time. So they kept asking me about my language and if I could tell them a few words, which I did, and also if I can teach them some swear words in my language, which I didn't at first. I then told them about other things they were surprised to hear that Africa had, like a government, businesses, hospitals, banks, vehicles, airports, and even beautiful girls, which they were especially interested in because, teenagers. So grab a snack, sit back, and get comfortable because I'm about to give you a quick and brief summary about Africa. So this is Africa, and this is Nigeria, and this is Lagos, where I grew up. Some of you might recognize Lagos from, the MCU, but yeah, it's a real place. It's Lagos. It's in Nigeria. So Nigeria is a country that was colonized by Britain. The British joined a bunch of different tribes whose cultures had pretty much nothing in common, and this amalgamation occurred in 1914. And after years of exploitation and due to the efforts of many indigenous politicians and activists in Nigeria, Nigeria got her independence in October 1st, 1960. Ever since then, the country has been through the usual issues that often arise when the newly formed country tries to establish the soul of the nation. There were a few coups d'etats and of course the classic civil war. Today, Nigeria is a country that has pretty much grown with the times. It is a multilingual society with English as the official language, although a large part of the population aren't fluent in it. Yes, it has a government, albeit a selfish one, whose political leaders are more concerned with embezzling the country's funds rather than developing any of its infrastructures or trying to improve on the standard of living of its citizens. But that's a whole different topic. I mean, the people get by. People wake up early in the morning for their jobs as bankers. Yes, they exist. Lawyers, teachers, engineers, doctors, traders, merchants, craftsmen, chefs, and basically any profession you can imagine. Although the country has a lot to improve on, like more stable source of electricity, more efficient education and medical systems, and also there's the regular threats of tribal-based conflicts and domestic terrorism, which is a big issue, and some other issues that arise when a government isn't held accountable by anyone. But besides that, it's paradise. So, are there starving children in Africa? Yes. Yes, they are. But not everyone in Africa is starving. Like, I didn't grow up rich, but I went to school with my cute little lunchbox. I never had to worry about my next meal. My parents did that for me. and I love you guys. And I had a roof over my head. No, I did not live in caves or tree houses. No, I never went hunting buffaloes with my pet panther. No, I didn't walk around naked with my spear and head on to council meetings with a clan chief or anything like that. And yes, Wakanda is real. It's a little reclusive neighboring empire. They don't talk to us much ever since, the incident in Lagos. Yeah, they kind of we have a kind of a um tough history with each other. Yeah, let's put it that way. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video here. It's already getting pretty long. If perhaps anyone still has any other questions or you just want to know more about this topic, I'd suggest you check out some Geography Now. It's a YouTube channel I stumbled on a few years ago, and they basically present a brief but accurate summary of what other countries and other places are like. I saw one on like Jamaica and Barbados and some other places. So if you want to learn more about that, you can check the channel out. The channel is not sponsoring this video. I'm just a fan because I watched the video and it was pretty good, actually, pretty accurate as far as I know. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.